urban legend. Most of the people on this list say they
Hi
thought he was
guys.
just a myth
Well,
until they saw him
sorry
up
for not
close.
uploading.
Number
It's
12.
because
Two
I was
friends are
at
making a
school
random video on a trampoline
all
somewhere
week,
out in the countryside.
so I
They appear
can
to be all alone
upload
until
or
a
do
tall
anything.
stranger in a business suit steps out from behind a
I
shed
had to
and
do
leers
homework
at them. The two
at
friends
school.
quickly bolt in the opposite direction, and we don't get to see what happens next, so it's hard to say if this was a prank or not.
Won't let me.
One thing I noticed was how Slenderman's head comes up to the roof of the shed. This places him at about 7 or 8 feet tall, which is about the same size as the legends say. Then again, I guess it could have been a friend standing on something to give themselves more height. Number 11. A student is doing some schoolwork on his computer when somebody comes in and starts recording. They have a short conversation that's interrupted by a large figure standing in the darkened doorway behind them. The creature's head almost touches the ceiling, and its arms are so gigantic and long that they don't even fully fit in the camera frame. Its arms look long enough to pluck them from the couch and drag them to their doom. Fortunately for them, the two friends get away just in time and take off. They glance back for a moment only to find Slenderman silently regarding them from the top of the stairs. Now that you've seen this on video, I'm eager to hear if you think this was a real Slenderman sighting or just someone in a really good costume.
Or was it just
Number 10.
editing, man?
I'm not sure where this short video comes from, but it's probably somewhere in Europe since they are driving on the left side of the road. The driver is traveling at a decent rate of speed when suddenly Slenderman descends upon them. It could just be a weird camera angle, but Slenderman looks extremely tall and lanky here. His limbs almost look too long to belong to a person. He's roughly half as tall as the light post he's standing next to. So to me, this is either a mannequin or the real thing. Number 9. A YouTuber named Travis Andrew Barker and his brother were watching the movie Titanic one day when his brother noticed someone in the background who looked completely out of place. Travis wasn't sure if his brother was just messing with him, but as it turns out, he was telling the truth after all.
If you can see right there, we pause the movie and there's Jack and there's Rose. If you look back there, you'll see the Slenderman.
I honestly can't say that I've seen this movie that many times, so I'm not sure how legitimate this sighting is.
Maybe
if you are familiar with the movie and recognize the scene, then please let me know what is going on here, and explain who this mysterious background character is. If nobody can come forward with details, then this very well may be the first Slenderman sighting in a Hollywood movie. Number 8. A YouTuber named Loafvan hears a knock at 4:30 in the morning. This has been going on for quite a while, and he's finally had enough, so he grabs his camera and heads out. He films the outside scenery for a bit, and catches nothing but crickets chirping under a night sky, or so he thinks.
Okay, is he here anyway? Do you see him? Wait, I might see him. Oh, there he is. Not.
He looks at the video later and notices a small white face peering back at him from the shadows. Lothvan is now convinced that this is proof of how Slenderman stalks him and haunts his dreams at night. I'm curious as to whether or not you think someone was really there, or if this all sounds made up. Number 7. A YouTuber named Scaredy Cat thinks he saw a tall stranger rummaging around his property, so he goes into his house and grabs a phone to record with. He cautiously makes his way back to where he last spotted the intruder, and it isn't long before he finds him again. Actually, this time, it looks like Scaredy Cat is the one who is discovered instead of the other way around.
So I'm not sure. I'm just trying to capture it on tape now. Okay.
A humanoid creature appears to be staring directly at him while remaining completely motionless. Scaredy Cat goes running down the street screaming for his life. His reaction sounds pretty genuine, but I'm not sure if this was a real sighting or not. It almost looks like a mannequin that someone could have put out there as a joke. Maybe it could even be an impersonator, running around pretending to be the real thing. It just doesn't seem to be the right height to be Slenderman, though some legends say that the creature can change its height at will.
Very scary.
Number 6. This deer is eating some corn when suddenly it looks up as if something is approaching. The camera jumps ahead and barely manages to catch this strange fleeting movement on the right side of the screen.
Oh, there is. Right there. I saw it walking right there.
The shadowy figure has everyone talking about the possibility of Slenderman, who apparently has been rumored to be in this forest for years. It kind of looks like it might be wearing a business suit and has an all-white head completely devoid of all features, but it's hard to tell for sure. Number 5. A YouTuber named Frostbitten looks out his window one evening and sees what he thinks is Slenderman peering up at him from below. You can see it much better when he moves away from the screen door.
Oh crap. Crap.
I do see what he's talking about, and so do some other viewers in the comments section. I can't tell for sure, but it looks like something with a pale head and long arms might be looking up at him. I can't really make out if it's wearing a suit or standing behind the tree. Then again, maybe this human-like shape is simply light reflecting off of the woods. Let me know if you can see what Frostbitten is talking about, and if you agree with him or not. Number 4. Imagine going out for a relaxing day on the beach and seeing this mysterious figure walking just a couple of miles away. This tall man with a bright white head and all black clothes walks towards the water as if nothing is out of the ordinary. I will add that this area looks pretty lonely, and there's really no reason for anybody to dress up like Slenderman as a prank here. It's too bad the person filming wasn't able to get any closer, though I can certainly respect their desire to keep as much space as possible. Number 3. This surveillance footage looks like it was taken on an academic campus of some sort. The security camera is glitching out and skipping frames, which is supposed to be a clear indication that Slenderman is near. Look closely here, and you can see a transparent figure in the upper left. Then, without warning, a tall figure is suddenly looming over a young boy. Slenderman yanks the boy high into the air by both arms, and then the video quickly cuts off. I noticed in the bottom right corner that this camera was marked Camera 01, but I wasn't able to find footage from any of the other cameras. If somebody recognizes this location, then maybe we can do some more precise investigating and get to the bottom of this mysterious sighting. Number 2. A group of friends are recording themselves lifting weights and basically just joking around in a small gym. The situation suddenly becomes very serious when one of them leaves the room and then comes rushing back to bang on the glass for help.
Why did you just wash it up?
Just say I ain't gonna pick you up.
It's not Slenderman. Where is he?
Where is he?
A tentacle-like appendage seems to wrap around their friend's waist and pulls him away.
How can he even do it that
goes
quick?
outside and searches for their friend Nathan, but he has vanished. Then another friend goes missing too.
Where's Slenderman? I'm supposed to see it, isn't it? Oh, he's right there. Oh, scary.
The two survivors run back into the building to talk about what just happened. One of them is in complete denial and thinks that they are simply being pranked. They are talking about whether this is really happening or not, when suddenly their worst fears are confirmed.
You're not laughing at this? This is crazy. This is hilarious. That's nasty. Man, that's nasty.
Well, there is a strong
It's not
possibility
real.
that this could be CGI.
Just like
The
goes really
uploader has
fast.
not
If
come
he's
out and
good
said
doing
that
that,
this
then
was
you're
a
like
short
hide
film.
behind a
Instead,
tree
they
or bush.
insist it's
Then
real.
it'll
Most of the
edit
people in the
Slenderman.
comment section agree that this is authentic,
Oh, that's
but I'd
scary.
definitely like to hear what you
I hate
think.
Slenderman.
Before we get to number one,
Scary.
my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life,
I'm not
then go to my
following you.
Instagram at Dylan. They decide to investigate the old wooden structure in search of adventure. They are still outside of the house when their camera starts to mess up, a clear sign that Slenderman is near.
Slender Tree. What's that?
They don't think much of the electronic disturbance and continue to poke around the perimeter. Eventually, they find a doorless entrance and step inside, and that's when things go terribly wrong. Something bad seems to have wrecked this house. It's trash from the inside, and a part of it has collapsed in ruins. They aren't in there for long before they decide they've seen enough and want to leave. But when they go for the exit, something goes for them.
No, that's a person with just a white face, but like white. Oh my god, don't like that. No. Don't you dare
Slenderman
put
reaches
a
for
replay of
them,
that.
and the sound cuts out on the camera as they scramble for a different exit. They barely make it out alive. According to many believers, this still frame is the closest anyone's ever come to capturing Slenderman's true form. The shadow follows you wherever you go, and perhaps other shadows do too, as you watch these videos of shadows creeping across walls.
Okay. William, I'm done. I'm done? Yeah, recording's still going, so. Right, then sit down and start something. I told you to press it when we're done. Bye. See you soon. See you next video. Bye.